Hey guys, I'm Combat Craig, and today I'm going to be talking about valuable VA disability claims at the 50% rate. So I have three in mind. Migraines comes in at 50% quite a bit, so we're going to talk about migraines. Another one is called Somatic Symptom Disorder. It's a lifestyle impact claim. That one can come in at 50% all day long as well. It's a mental health claim. And then another one is sleep apnea. If you were issued a CPAP machine, that alone could be a 50% rating for you. All right, let's start off with the first one. This is a 50% rating for migraines. Let's take a look at some of the criteria and see if this makes sense for your claim. A lot of people suffer from migraines. If you're one of them, you know how bad they are. If you suffer from any kind of headaches, you know how bad they are. So let's look at some of the different rating criteria and see why migraines might make sense for you as a 50% rating. So if you suffer from frequent, prolonged attacks that are fully prostrating, which means it makes you lay down, then that affects your ability to work and your social life. And that's what we're talking about here. If you have migraines that make you lay down for 4 hours a day or every other day or something like that, that is severe migraines. That is the 50% category. And you need to be able to explain the difference between, yeah, they hurt and, you just do what you do versus articulating yourself and saying, hey, I miss work every other day because of my migraines. Even if I'm at work, I have to crawl in my office and shut the blinds and lay down or, whatever it does for you. And that's how you get a 50% VA rating for migraines. So when we're talking about 50% VA ratings for migraines, we're looking at words like prostrating, which means that you have to lay down. Completely prostrating, you're really laying down. Severe economic inadaptability, which means that you have severe challenges with work. This is about how it affects your work and your social life. And then very frequent describes the frequency of the prostrating attack. So it's very important to get all this stuff logged. I would recommend using an app called Migraine Buddy or keeping a log. And this is the medical evidence that you are going to submit on your own behalf with your 50% VA claim for migraines. So you are able to explain how often you have migraines, what they feel like, the frequency, and the duration as a layman. So this is kind of like a personal statement or a buddy letter. You're able to speak about things on your own behalf. You're also going to need a doctor to provide you with the nexus, how it connects to your active duty service and actually diagnose you. But you're able to speak up a lot in your own claim about 50% VA rating for migraine. If your migraines, cause you a lot of pain, which they obviously do, that could be a somatic symptom disorder claim. So that might be another way to add 50 onto 50. If your migraines completely affect your ability to work, you might file a TDIU claim, which means you'll get paid at the 100% rate. So there's a lot of different ways to go when you get properly compensated for a 50% VA rating for migraines. All right, let's take a look at a 50% VA disability rating for somatic symptom disorder, which is also known as a lifestyle impact claim. If you suffer from chronic pain all the time, it's going to affect your work life and your social functioning, and that's where the lifestyle impact claim comes in. To qualify for a lifestyle impact claim, you must have a primary service-connected disability rating 0% or higher. So it has to be service-connected. It cannot say not service-connected. And it has to be affecting your life, in a negative way. And chronic pain needs to be in here. So that's why this lifestyle impact claim even exists, because you may have a 10% disability rating for tinnitus, but it affects your lifestyle in such a way that you really should be rated at 100%. So that's why this lifestyle impact claim is in place. So it can help with some of these ratings that have ceilings on them. so you could get to the compensation that you actually deserve. A lifestyle impact claim will be classified under somatic symptom disorder or chronic pain syndrome with depression and anxiety. 50% VA disability rating here. This is an easy one to do. Now, in a lifestyle impact claim, this is actually a mental health disorder. So you need a board-certified psychologist to diagnose you with this and complete your nexus statement. So a somatic symptom disorder is a little bit different than a normal claim. We're talking about a mental health disorder, right? Explaining how the chronic pain is affecting you. So normally when we're talking about chronic pain, your feet, your hand or whatever, you go to, a hands-on doctor or an orthopedic doctor, and they're, doing range of motion tests on you. And that's fine. We're going a step further and getting a board-certified psychologist to explain how that pain moves around your body and in your brain and how it affects your ability to work and have a social life. So you're going to need a board-certified psychologist to diagnose you with somatic symptom disorder and then provide the nexus, which is the link between your current diagnosis and symptoms to your active duty service. These work best as a secondary service connection. So find something that causes you pain that you're service connected for. All right, let's take a look at a 50% VA disability rating for sleep apnea. There's three main types of sleep apnea: obstructive, central, and mixed. The key to a 50% VA disability rating for sleep apnea is if you were issued a CPAP machine. So the best way to do this is to go to your primary care at the VA, tell them you're having problems sleeping. They're going to measure your neck. They're going to ask you if you snore or if your wife says you snore. If you have restless legs, they're going to ask you some questions, and then they're going to get you to a sleep study where you go somewhere overnight, hopefully. That's the best kind of sleep study you could get. And basically, you go in there, and they hook up a bunch of stuff to you and monitor you and watch you like all night long. And halfway through the night, they'll put a CPAP machine on you in a lot of cases. If you have sleep apnea, you should be using your machine, but a successful VA claim for sleep apnea only requires that the VA prescribed you one. How to file a VA claim for sleep apnea and get a 50% rating, right? So you need to have a medical diagnosis. This was initiated by you and you went to your primary care after the sleep study there. Let me jump in here real quick and tell you about my boot camp. If you want to learn more about the VA claims process, check out my boot camp. You can talk to me live. There's a link on the website and in the description, combatcraig.com. And also, if you need medical evidence like a nexus or documenting your symptoms properly, go to our website, combatcraig.com, and it says medteam/nexus letters. Click on that link, fill out the form, boom, you're done.